Welcome to ar.arena channel. Our architect tutorial today will speak about how we can make randomized facade. We will try to make a facade with panel, and this panel it can be put by randomized number using by Revit and Dynamo. Let's start. We have like a project with two empty facades we will use to make this facade to be with randomized panel. First, we'll start with the new family. The new family, I will start with type of component. First, I will make my dimension format with meter. Start with 4 point. And make it adaptive. Continue the point with spline. And make all lines as a reference line. I don't need to show it. Then we'll make connection between each two lines, like that. Then we will put 2 points for each line. And I need to make another offset from the main frame. I will start with the normalized curve parameter. And the curve parameter, he put me here as a beginning, 0.1, and here as the end, 0.8. So I will change the measure from, and I will make it from the end, because I need to keep the same value when I put parameter. Here 0.1, here 0.8. The point and the normalized curve parameter between 0 to 1. I will change also here to be the end. Now I can make parameter from here. I can start with this like thickness A, and be sure to make it as an instance parameter. Here also same, I will use already the parameter that I made. And then make also a connections between all these points. And make sure my parameter work the good way. If we change like 1, 2, so we see like now all moving with the same issue. And this it will be my first point. That I will make the frame of my panel that I will use. Then I will put 2 points for each line, and I will make also here another parameter, and I can name this thickness B also to be instance, and in this one I will make also another parameter, and it will be thickness. Let's keep the same name, thickness B, and I can call it BB, and I will make it also as an instance. And from the parameter I will make a formula to connect thickness B with thickness BB, and I can make like to be thickness B plus 0.5. In this case, in any change, I will make it here. It will connect with this point. The number that I will put it here, it will be the thickness of the panel that I will use in my curtain panel. Click OK, and then here I make sure that I use this parameter, and here I use the other parameter. And the same, I will use here thickness B and thickness BB. After that, I need to make the depth or the height for my panel. So here, first, I need to make sure that the reference panel should always show, and I need to show all the normal references, like that. Also, I need to do here the same. And then I will start to make a connection between this point and another point with the height and offset that I want. So I will start to add another point to confirm first the set, and the plane, work plane, it will be this one. Click here, it will show the message that there's 2 points on each other, no problem. And then I go to select my points, and from the offset I can make a new parameter, and I can see this like edge, make it also an instance, and let's make my height, for example, 1. And then make a connection between these 2 points at the reference line. Here also I will do the same for all these other 3 points. For example, if I will take this point, and I need also to make first my work plane and then my point, and here I will make my offset at the same height. Once I finish, I need to make sure that everything works in good condition. For example, if I make 3, everything works okay. Here, 0.4, it's fine. Also, my first thickness, if I change it, everything is connected. Then I will connect to this point. Also, this point from down as a reference. So now when I start to check and select all the frame, here if I select, he choose for me the 3 frames. In case of any another selection you need to know, you can click by tab and he can choose for you what you need to select. In this case, I will choose the 3 plus this one. Also, I will choose this one. I need to confirm that I'll choose the 4 frames from this side and also from that side. And then I will create 4. Now he create for me a full form. And this is, it will be my panel. The remaining is the frame. I need to make a thickness and I need to make also a frame for that. So I can here choose any point from any place, just to consider the height that I need. So I will make it also as always show my work plane. I add another point. Okay, this point. I will make another offset in case of I will check, and here like height for frame HF. And we can make HF 0.1. Let's make it a little bit 0.3. And then I can connect with reference. Now I need to make a form from out frame with the internal frame. I make sure that I selected all with the height that I need and create my form. Now he created for me the frame, and to make sure that everything is okay now, if I will come back and check if I make this 0.1, I see the height okay. This also if I increase like 6, and then here this the first and small thickness, if I make this like 0.1, he move the frame okay. And at this point, if I make this 0.2, he changed all the thickness of the frame. So in this way, now my panel, it's ready to move it to the next step. We can save first and say this is my adaptive. Now we go to make new family. Curtain panel pattern paste. Make sure first that I use the same format. And then I will come back to my panel and load okay to the family 4. And I start to put my design. Now I put my 4 adaptive points regarding to the curtain panel pattern. Once I select here, because if I make my parameter an instance, so it's like jump to my interface here. And this time I need to confirm what I need to take with me also as an instance parameter to my main file that I will work in the facade. So from here I need to take my first points. Let's say I will take also here the depths for panel, and I make an instance. Also here we need to take this also, the HF if I change it, it will increase the thickness of my frame. So let's take the DFP for the frame. And then the important part here, it will be my THKB, because this one will allow me to move and add this parameter later on the Dynamo to make the randomized pattern. So here I can name as a random for the panel. In this case, if I need to use 0.2, remove 0.3, perfect. In case of also, I take with me this one, and I can make this like thickness frame. So now I think my curtain pattern, it's ready to move to the mass. Let's save and save this like curtain. Now we go to make a new family and make the metric mass. Check also for my format. If we come back again to my building, we have here like length, depth, and height. We get the information here, like it will be width 22.61, 10.41, and 14.9. So in our mass, we can save now, we can make mass, and then we can start to make first line. And change here to 22.61. And the other line, it will be 10.41. Even we can write 10.41. The height, it will be 14.9. So I can make a solid form, and from here 14.9. And just go select only this point and just move it up until to snap. Once we finish, we can choose and Divide surface first and see how the fixed number for the grid that I can use. So this is more wide, so we can increase this one, for example, to 25, and this one like 13. And approximately this is maybe the shape that I need to put here. Now I will come back to my curtain panel properties and load to my mass. Choose the two facades and start to put my CR. Now it's coming here after I load it. Now we load, and we have small comments that we can see here. They are now in the horizontal way, so it's easy in this case to rotate the grid to be 90 degree. In this case now they are vertical, also in this one 90 degree. And then we can see and confirm that if I will go by anyone and snap to make sure my all the instance parameter is here, that I can use it later in Dynamo, and how we can make my shape like that. Before I transfer to Dynamo, I need to make like a small editing. After transfer to the 90 degree, now the panel it's more wide, so in this case I need to like change these numbers for the U grid to V grid, so I can make this as a 25 and back this to 10. And in this case I can see I have now more grid in the horizontal way, and I will do this also the same. Here we can back this to 13 and this one back again to 10. Okay. We can open now Dynamo. Now we will start to get the selection. So let's family type. I will take my CR, the curtain panel, and then all elements of family type. So now he can show me that I have all this panel, like 380. And then we need to like set parameter for the panel. So from elements, also we can go to the element, and here we can find set parameter by name. Now we can choose the element that we need. Parameter name, this is the parameter that I need to change, or what I need to use. If we smallest a little bit, and to see how this will work. If I back again here and try to choose by tab, make sure that I'm not choose generic model. I need to choose the curtain panel to see all these points. Here I can see my TFP 6 meter. So if I will take an example and I put here by code and make DFB, and I need to make sure that I put exact the same name of my instance parameter in Dynamo. And then let's say I will change this value from 6. Let's make it by 1. Now after Dynamo 1, he changed all my panel depths, and this is the first parameter that I can use and that I can control. Now we can make another parameter, and let's check what I need also to use. Here this is the RMB and this is the randomize parameter that I will use by Dynamo to make the randomize of my panel location on the frame. But first, if we need to change the thickness of my frame, I can also change it from here. So let's say I can even use like one code block to not to make here, let's say TK FRA frame, and let's say I can make 5. I can make this by manual until I finish my all connection, and then I can click run TK frame here of 5, and this is my value, and then click run. I will see now he changed for me the frame, he changed the number of the frame. If I needed also more thin, I can also use it. So let's say 5.3. Also, I can reduce the thickness by make a new parameter. And this time I can use DFBF, and it will be, let's say, half distance. It's like 0.1, not 0.5. Yeah. In this case now, we already change the thickness. I think now it's like in good looking. Even this depth is very high, so we can also reduce a little bit. Let's say 0.6 and run. Now the only things that I need to make now. I need to make the randomize pattern that I can use it in my last instance parameter that I have here, the R&D. So let's say we need to random. I have from value 1 to value 2 and seed from functional. And this is my math random. Let's use not random, math random. We can use first random list. And my random list here request for the amount. And the amount, it will be the amount of the panels that I have. So I need to count this list. It will be 380. Let's put this to make it as automatic. The 380. If I put this amount here, so he will give me 380 randomized value. But these values regarding to my moving of this panel should be between 0 and between 0.95 because I have like additional point that's make for me the thickness, and we made this point is like 0.05. So in this case I need to remap range and I need to tell him what's my minimum and what's my maximum, and I give him this value and he will remap and make the range of this random list between my two numbers that I need. So I will make from 0 to 95 and then connect this one. In this case I will get a random value, and this random value, it will not exceed between these two numbers. After I make my randomized number that I need, I just need to like make round to just take like 2 digits only. So let's take round and let's put the number, and like I need 2 digits. And now I can see I have 2 digits here. It will be more easy. Then my last parameter that I will use, let's put manual and let's take a copy, remove these values. Now the number that it will change and make the randomize of this panel, it will be my R and B. So here I will put my R and B and I put this value, click run, and then wait, loading a little bit regarding to the make all this calculation in the Revit. After I make all this calculation, now we can see how we can make all these facades as a randomize. Even if you go as elevation, Now everything as good as the elevation way. Just only now the final steps to move my math to my main file in the Revit. Even if we have like some comments, we can add more details if we need in this panel, even if I need add in the back like glass panel or something. So all the main details that you can add it in your adaptive component. Last point now to move to my main file, RVT. He said that he need to open the by visibility graphics because the message already as a layer is closed. That's okay, no problem. We can just place the mask. After loading my mask, I can go here from component, place a component. I can put here my mask. I can place it in any way now. And it's okay, we can stop the operation. I think like, okay, you want to recover the file, no problem. Okay, we placed twice, we can remove one. And now we have my mess in the file. All what I need to do, just like by align, we can check here first, the 3D. I prefer to make it also as a group in case of any explode happen, cannot affect. And then from any level that I have, now by align, we can, for this group, align on this side, on that side, and also on the elevation. From the main wall. And if you go to our 3D view, we can see now the final look. I hope this will be useful for you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn. See you later.